Hey everyone, Inselfie here, and today we're opening another box of OP13, carrying on his will. Before we do, real quick, since we're opening OP13, let's go ahead and look at a quick market update of how the set is doing. So when we're looking at OP13, again, you got these like kind of, these red super alternate art mangas. TCG player finally has on here the Luffy one, 8,450 $50 is what the from is here for, but you got your market $8,200. Guys, this is raw. That's crazy. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Almost 1,500 for the manga regular Luffy here. The Shanks has gone up a little bit to 1,100. The Ace 887, and you got the Silver Shanks at 700. Sabo chilling about 700. This Air Ace still holding. I think though that once this starts to get out more, that this is going to get harder to find as they fix this in the next batch coming out. This might go up. This might go up. Then you got all your demon cards here, and you got some of your wanted cards sitting at a couple $100. This Ace has gone up, I think, a little bit for the SP here, and everything else I think has gone up a little smidge here and there on most of these things as well. And if you're looking at the booster box, the cards go up, the box goes up, and vice versa. $198 market price for a box of this. Crazy. We were at what 180 just like a week ago. We're at 198. I mean, holy smokes. And if you can also use price charting here, and sometimes I poke in over here. Price charting has some stuff here. This is where you can kind of see like the graded cards if they're pulling some graded stuff from eBay. Typically is what I tend to see. I don't know how someone already got a PSA 10 of Sabo manga in English, but $6,000. I mean, raw 1,100, 10, $6,000. Someone bought this thing for $6K. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But it's very interesting to see what's going on with this set. I mean, the values are going up on a lot of these cards, or holding. I think the Luffy leaders here, I think that he actually might have gone down a few bucks. But a couple of these kind of might have some differentials here, but for the most part, a lot of these cards are going up, which really explains why this set is what it is priced at. We just need more waves of this. I don't know about anybody else, but I've been going to my LGS and I'm having trouble finding any more waves of this coming so far, or restock. So just keep doing your best all out there, fam. And let's get into the opening. All right, here I am. Now let's get into OP13 whole booster box, and I got 4 blisters here at my local Target. My limit 2 brought the wife; she got 2 as well. So look at that! Hey, so I got 4 of those, and then we got the whole booster box. But can you believe that we are sitting at about $200 for a box of OP13? It has gotten all kinds of crazy. Not surprised though. It's a popular set. It'll probably be a popular set for many years to come, would be my best guess. Look at this. What is wrong with this booster? Look at that. Ugh, it got into the glue. All right, hopefully this didn't mess up whatever's inside. My goodness. But yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, it's becoming a little pricey on this set. Eventually it's going to get to the point where it's going to be a little too rich for my blood at the rate it's going. Nothing in this one. We got 2 rares here. All right, and then we did get a leader pack. We got the Jewelry Bonnie. So this was a sad blister, unfortunately. Okay. But yeah, I just can't believe how crazy the set's going. But I mean, I can, but at the same time, it's kind of like, man, really? Like, but they are. I will say though that with Target doing their 2 per person and being very restrictive upon that, it is making it to where, like, anytime I go to a Target, I mean, I'm finding packs. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is doing the same, if you're seeing that. So I've been able to go a few times. I have more blisters behind me as well, just because I'll go day 1 on Saturday, day 2 go again, get another couple, and it's okay. I still think 2's a little low, like I was saying before, but you know, it is what it is. Whoop slap. Okay, don't slap me, Vegapunk. You know, one thing I was thinking about too is, you know, One Piece. Oh, well, you know what? Let me get into this first. Did anybody watch the parade, the Thanksgiving Day parade? That was in New York. That was kind of crazy. They had Luffy again this year. Big giant Luffy float, which was really cool. We got the Uda SR there, so nothing crazy. But at least we had SR. You know, I'll take an SR out of a blister. And so that was really cool seeing Luffy up there again in the parade. And it just kind of shows again, you know, that One Piece is really holding its ground. I mean, it is popular, you know, and it's holding its ground in popularity. And you know, and as I thought about that, I was like, you know, one of the things that we're gonna have to keep a lookout for, everyone, is, you know, these sets are obviously going to become more expensive as they get more popular, as more people get into like the cards and the show and things like that. And they obviously have the One Piece that they're working on, where it's going to be all updated animation, and it's going to be One Piece, you know, condensed down. It's going to be easier to watch for people instead of getting into like the 11, almost 1200, whatever episodes it is right now. So, you know, when that comes out, and yeah, got the Dawn here. Wait, but it's not a leader pack. I got a Dawn, but it's okay. I gotta think about that one. Why did I get a Dawn? Is it? Oh, maybe Dawns don't always have leader packs. Okay, let's double check this. Brilliant Punk. But yeah, as people, as that when the One Piece comes out and it's a condensed version of the show, it's gonna make it easier for people to get into it and watch. So I think that's gonna be really interesting. Oh, okay. I haven't pulled this yet. Golden Roger Dawn. That is pretty cool. Look at that. It's very shiny. I was wondering why I had a Dawn at the end. Okay. That's pretty cool. I've yet to, and it's cool that I pulled this out of a blister, because I haven't really pulled anything out of any of the blisters yet that's been kind of noteworthy. That's pretty nice. This is very shiny. Wow, this is cool. I might have to keep this. Yeah, I don't know. And let's look at the texture here. Pretty good texture. I mean, you can see like all the gold is all raised a little bit there. So there is some texture there. And kind of like the inside the gold is all textured as well, like the lettering itself. It feels very, very textured. All right. So very cool. Nice. Okay. You know, we got a hit. Boom. Does that mean this box is going to be... Come on, give us a crazy box, man. If we're getting hits already, we need some crazy stuff. But like I was saying, you know, as people, when they launch that and more people get that are too intimidated to watch the, you know, 11, 1200... These blisters are just terrible, though. As more people get into the new version of the show, where it's got update animation, it's easier to watch, it's way less episodes, that could potentially create a whole new wave for One Piece, where a lot of people are coming out and watching the show. And then what's that going to do? It's going to cause the popularity to go up. It could potentially cause the TCG popularity to go up. So, you know, these are things you got to look at that might affect like market prices on stuff, and bring new collectors in or players. So we got to keep a lookout for that when that all comes out, because that could potentially shoot up a lot of these things as well. So all we got was a Gold Dawn, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take the Gold Dawn. Hit over no hit. Take that any day. All right, let's put all this away and let's get into the main event. All right, Luffy, come on, man. We haven't had we had 2 3-hit boxes, and they were both leader arts, which was pretty cool. The alternate art there, so that was nice to get. Now we just need, you know, I don't know, a manga would be nice. I know. I mean, I'll take an SP. I'll take an SP, but you know, a manga would be nice. Let's get in here. Gotta set it up nicely, everyone. There we go. Oh, I like to get the full presentation. This is like really stuck. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, look at that. Beautiful. And let's get into it. So yeah, that's one thing I was thinking about, and I was like, well, as that happens, that is going to be something to consider thinking about, if that's going to affect, pricing or not. It may not have much of an impact. It may have a lot of impact. It'll be curious to see what ends up happening with that. But, yeah, I don't know. You're seeing One Piece stuff in more places. Anime as a whole. Growing up, and I had this conversation with one of my friends, growing up, like, anime wasn't, really, it was considered, like, very nerdy and goofy, and, if you told people you watched anime when I was, in, like, junior high or high school or something, people would think that you were just, like, the nerdiest of the nerd, and now it's, like, it's flipped. You can tell people, like, yeah, I watch One Piece, I watch Pokemon, whatever, and it's more accepted now. It's kind of like, okay, whatever, cool, if that's your flavor. And and there's a lot of people that have gotten into the animes, the different anime, and the Crunchyroll's gotten bigger and badder, and it's quite interesting. It's a very different than when I was growing up. So it's fun to be able to be a part of this and to do stuff like this, and and more, and what it's causing is more and more people saying, why are people so interested in this? Let me check it out. And then they check it out and they're like, okay, I see why this is interesting. So this was fun. And it's causing all this stuff to kind of go up, a little bit too as well. So it's interesting to see all the different factors that are affecting, trading cards, TCGs in general, and just kind of what's going on with the general market there. Got the Shanks SR there. Again, if the prices, guys, are less than like $1 or about $1, right, like right around $1, I'm not going to post the SRs up there anymore. It's just the card doesn't really have any value. It's not really worth giving you a price. And from what I've seen over time, even if an SR has okay value with it, like let's say it's got $3, $4, $5, $6 SR, I'll still post those. But typically those ones, even still those, after they change some rules in the game or new meta sets come out, those cards no longer are sought after, and then their value plummets to like 50 cents an SR. So that's interesting to see. And I don't think that there's going to be like a lot of collectors like myself that are really going to be all that interested. Like, I'm not really super interested in SRs. I'm not worried about having SRs myself. So, I like the alternate arts. I like the chases. So the SR values, my point is not really super worth posting values on. But you will find some SRs that have some fairly good values, just because it's because of the game. It's if they are a sought after card that people want in the game, then it's going to have some value. See, this is what I was saying, right? I guess that distinguishes if your Don's going to be a hit or not. I got the Don and I got a leader. That's why I was looking for the leader in the other pack, and I was like, why didn't I get a leader with my Don? So this should be a regular Don, right? Yeah, so that's why it was a hit. So I guess if you're opening these and you see that you got a Don without a leader, then you got the gold Don, would be my guess there. So more common uncommons, and we do, because it was a Don pack, we did get we got a couple rares there. So let's put those away. But yeah, I'm just I'm curious to see the future of like One Piece and the TCG and the show, and where it's all gonna go. But it seems it's still holding really good steam, and the TCG is crazy. I can't believe the prices on some of these boxes. I was looking back because I have like I don't have every set, but I have a lot of sets, and looking back, I saw a lot of like I think it's OP05, right? The white box. I have a box of that, and it's selling on eBay right now for about like $500 a box. And I remember back in January, I bought that for like 170 or something like that. So it's over doubled in value. That's just crazy. As it hasn't even been a full year since I bought that, and it's already doubled in price, which is very, very interesting. Now that's because that's another set with a really great manga in it that people are chasing. So it's one of those chase sets that have just really good value cards in it. OP11 is going to be another one to keep an eye on. We got the Roger SR here. I like this SR of him. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to put him over here very carefully. It's interesting to see kind of the I don't know, the overall like show and everything. But all right, so let's see here. We haven't got any hits yet, guys. What do we have, third down or so? All right, we got a Dawn. Do we have a leader? Okay, so this shouldn't be a... So I didn't get any gold Dawn out of this either. So how hard is it to get the gold Dawn? Because, I mean, you know, this is 3 boxes deep, and I've opened a bunch of blisters, and I've only gotten 1 gold Dawn. Interesting. We got the Emu leader there, common uncommons. Yeah, I checked my local game store, a couple of them. None of them have any booster boxes for sale. And I was like, damn, really? So it's definitely... you know, it's still pretty fresh, so that could play a part in it. But it's really going to all depend on how much Bandai is going to be doing reprints on this set. You know, are how much they're printing of this, you know, and how much they're going to be throwing out. If they slow down and they just jump to the next set, and then they don't really focus on doing a big reprint on this, then this is going to probably shoot up way more. You know, so I don't know. I don't even know how many more videos I can do of this. I have 2 more boxes, and you know, it's a debate if I want to you know, I want to keep opening these or not, depending on how crazy this is going to keep getting. Teach Boa. We've seen a lot of these cards at this point. Should have seen about all of them, unless there's a common that randomly I didn't get. Otama rare there, and what do we get at the end? We got something sticky here. What's this? Ooh, Sabo. I saw Sabo. Sabo. What did I say? Sabo? What did I say? Sabo SEC. I'm chopped up your name, dude. I'm sorry. This is pretty cool SEC. I like this. I haven't got this one yet. We got the Luffy last box, right? So now I've got the Sabo. Very textured. Very nice. SECs can be hit or miss in value too. Really depends on if it's sought after in the game, because you're not gonna get a ton of those. You know, obviously. I mean, you know, and $200 a box. I mean, even the SECs are gonna be hard to come by at a certain point. All right. Okay. Have another chance here. That'd be weird to get the back-to-back hits, huh? But with the SEC, we do have a chance at a manga. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We do have a chance at a manga. You pull an SEC, you have a chance for a manga. That would be crazy. What do we got here? Okay, got the SR with Ace Sabalu, which I love. I love this card. I mean, it may just be an SR, but it's a beautiful artwork. I love seeing, you know, the family aspect of the 3 brothers, and it's really nice. Okay, what are we about? Like maybe a little over half, give or take, somewhere around there, around the halfway point. But how's everybody been? Everybody been rock and rolling? I had a great week. For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I ate way too much food. I was very, very full. You know, it's for me, Thanksgiving is one of those things where, you know, you fill up your first plate and then you're like, okay, give me a second plate. And then by the time you get through that second plate, there's a slight regret. Like, should I have done that second plate? And then you have all that, you know, turkey always makes you tired too. So then you get this wave of turkey that just comes and slams you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sleepy. What do we got here? We got a couple rares. Nice. Toss these over here. We've got the Ace leader and some common uncommons there. Nothing fancy. We're still on the hunt. We are on the hunt. Come on. Do something good for us here. Okay, there's a chance here. I do like that sunny picture as well. Teach. Why does Teach look so like emancipated, you know, like super skinny in that one. Polemical. Bonnie always eating. Helmeppo. Sanji. This is very sticky. Okay. This is definitely a hit, guys. Okay. See what we got. Oh, okay. I'm good with this one because I was just saying, right? I love that art, and there's an alternate art of it, and it looks really good. This is awesome. This has got to be a keep card, guys. I mean, I mean, it's such a unique, you know, seeing the three of them together, and you know, when they were forming their original bond. That's really cool. I like this card. I could see this being something people try to go for, you know, down the road. It may not be something probably like crazy hard to get, but I could see that being something that someone will just want in their collection. If you love One Piece in the show. I think these cards are sliding a little bit there. All right, on to the next. Okay, did we get another? You know, someone was saying in the comments, I forget your name right now, but that, you know, that a lot of these boxes are 3-hit boxes now, so that's kind of interesting. I'm like, okay, if they increase the rate, then there's a lot more 3-hits, so this might be another 3-hit then, if that's the case. Got Boa, Harry, I know you're strong, and we got another rare, so a couple rares there on the back. Oh, come on, we need a 3rd hit. We need that hit to be something crazy. Where is that manga? Man, can't believe I still haven't pulled my first manga. I mean, I've opened a lot of stuff. I don't know if I had good luck or bad luck at this point. You know, it's like, what? I don't know. Got a leader there of Jewelry Bonnie and common cards. I don't know. Is it? I mean, I've gotten some really cool SPs. My first box I ever opened, I got the Nami SP, which was really cool. That's like $1,000 card in a PSA 10, and I did greater in it and got a 10. So that's one of those cards that's been going up in price. Ooh, drop that down there. Divine Departure and Monkey D Garp there, rare. Okay. All right, come on, carrying on your wheel. Where are you at? And one thing that I thought was weird too is, like, when I was at Target, I keep seeing a lot of the blister packs like kind of scattered out on the counter, and then I was like, you know, first I was like, man, people are so messy, and I was kind of annoyed, you know, by it a little bit, but I was like, whatever. And then I watched a video, like a TikTok reel that came up, and they had a picture of another Target that was doing that. And then I was like, okay, so it's not just my Target. And then the caption said, you know, is this because people are weighing the packs? And I was like, oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. Like, people, they might be scattered like that because people are bringing like little mini scales and trying to weigh. And I've heard that you can weigh packs. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can weigh boxes. I mean, maybe. But I guess that would make sense that may be going on with people doing weighing and stuff. So it's like, that's kind of sketch. I'm like, so that makes me nervous now with going and grabbing some of these blisters. I'm like, am I going to be picking up just a bunch of dead cards? But then we got the SEC. But so I would assume, you know, since that had an artwork, does that mean that it weighed heavier? Like, probably. So I don't know. Have I just been buying a bunch of dead blisters? Like, are people just like storming in the Targets and just weighing everything? They need to keep that stuff like out, because like my Target has like a back area for the cards, and there's a bunch of blisters over there. Got this nice Stussy SR there, and then they have you know, cards in the front, and the cards in the front, I didn't really see that, but the cards in the back, there was blisters all over the place. So that's what I was thinking. I think someone might have been doing that. Which is unfortunate, you know. I think that, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous that people are doing that. Hera, Saint, Toby, Paper Art, Inuyasha, Inazuma, Saint Shirley, another whole sentence, Otama, and then we got the Yamato SR. It's a nice, you know, picture there of Yamato, even though it's just an SR. I like it. 3 more packs, people. Is it just gonna be a 2-hit box? It might be. Might be just a 2-hit box. I'm not really sure. It's not. I got another alternate art. Okay, so is like the alternate art leaders like all over the place in these packs? Because that's my 3rd box with 3 alternate art leaders. I'm gonna put that there. Take these other 2 packs here. 3 alternate art leaders. I've never gotten that many alternate art leaders. I mean, there's been some sets I've opened like 8 booster boxes and I got maybe 1 alternate art leader if I was lucky. There shouldn't be anything in here unless we got some like weird, you know what, I won't even do this. I'm like Lilith and Scopper, a couple rares there. I just want to show the packs here, show that you know, you never know. I mean, there's always a possibility there could be an error, right? Like there's a possibility. Shouldn't be anything, right? Yeah, we got 2 rares here. Silver's Rayleigh, Trafalgar Law. Okay, put those aside, and another 3-hit box. Yeah, so yeah, there definitely seems to be a lot more 3-hit boxes in this. Now, are the alternate arts easier to get? Because this is my 3rd alternate art. Like that's kind of crazy. I don't know. It's getting crazy. Blindheim, Odin. All right, we got Vivi. And then we have a, why is it gold? Are alternate art leaders gold? I'm confused right now. Oh, she has a gold border. Why does she have a gold border? Oh, because she's yellow. Is that why? Okay. Okay, I understand. I still got my Luffy and my Roger over here. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so it's not, this is it's based on the color of the, it just confused me because gold dons, you know, have the gold border because they're special, right? Like I was like, did I get like some type of gold don? Like it's like I had to think about that for a second. Okay, Jewelry Bonnie, alternate art leader card. Very sad, Jewelry Bonnie. You got a lot of texture here. You can kind of see it's very like, I guess her teardrops are very textured there. Her hair, her teeth, it's all textured in there. So like, you know, still a nice card. I like it. Not my favorite of Jewelry Bonnie. I mean, I can see people liking it, but I don't think it's my personal favorite of hers. All right, so what did we get here? I didn't do a recap on my last video, and I went back and I looked at my video and I was like, oh, I didn't do a recap. Like that's my bad. So whoops, I guess I was a little tired. So we got the Gold Dawn Roger out of the blisters, so that was our blister hit, and you know, out of the box, we did get some, you know, nice SRs here. Again, I believe none of these SRs really have any significant value, so you probably won't see any value on them. We got our Dons, our SR, we got another Don, we got the Shanks, we got the Uda SR, and then our actual hits of the box, another 3-hit box, guys, so it does seem like there's a lot of 3-hit boxes out there. We got the Jewelry Bonnie alternate art leader there at the end. She was hiding from us. We got the Ace and Sabo and Luffy alternate art, which is really cool. I like this alternate art of them. It's a nice little thing. And the Sabo SEC is our final hit. So nice little 3-hit box there with these 3 items. Not too bad. You know, I'm not upset with it. I don't think you know, the thing is though, you got to think about it. You know, at $2 a box, I'm super guessing here. I think he's probably around 10. This is probably another 10, 15, and this is probably like 30. So if I'm lucky, you maybe got $60 of value. I don't know. It'll be on the screen. I'll correct myself. So yeah, you know, price wise, you're taking a hit if you don't get a really big card out of this set. Unfortunately, so I don't know if it's just my luck, or it's my luck. All right, everyone. That's another video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and comment. It helps get the videos out there. I do have the contest. This will be the last video for the month of November, where you can like and comment on this video for an additional entry for the November giveaway, which will be right at the end here. And then our next video next week will have the you know, at the end of that, the winners and a new giveaway for December. So keep a lookout for that. With that said, everybody, again, thank you so much for your incredible support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this community. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. All right, everyone, the giveaway for November. It's going to be 2 cards here if you are domestic in the US. It is going to be Tsuru from OP02 Alternate Art. And we're going to have the Kobe from PRB2 Alternate Art Rare there as well. So these will be the pickup cards, these 2 alternate arts, if you are in the domestic US. If you are international, it'll be a $25 coming to you, which will work out through email. So there is your giveaway for November. Good luck, everybody. If you want to participate, don't forget you got to like, comment, and subscribe, and every video that you like and comment for the month of November will get you an additional entry into it, 1 entry per video. Good luck, everybody, and can't wait to see who's going to pick these up.